Our rabbis tell us marriages are made in heaven. Mehashem isha le'ish. From God, a man gets his wife. So the rabbis tell us, when it comes to marriage, Hashem reveals himself even more to the point where we can clearly see how he brings couples together. The Brisker Rav once said, we don't know why we need books on emunah bitachon. Doesn't everyone see that God's involved in their life? Yet sometimes we do get thrown off because it appears that things happen because of circumstance. Someone asked the Holy Chazon Ish, what does it mean marriages are from Hashem? When people inquire if their child should go out with a certain individual, their meaning will depend on who they ask. If they ask someone who likes that person, they'll get a good report and say yes. It all comes down to what the references say. And if they ask someone who doesn't like the individual, they're going to get a negative report and they'll say no, and they won't consider that shidduch. Chazon Ish replied, if Hashem wants the marriage to take place, He'll make sure the right person gets asked. And just listen to this incredible story. A chassid once came to his rabbi, the Sfas Emes, asking about a certain shidduch that was suggested for his son. He mentioned the family name of the girl suggested and told the rabbi that they live in the city of Koznitz. He added that he asked one person there in that city and about this family, and the person had only great things to talk about the girl and her family. The Sfas Emes asked him, how do you know that the person who gave you the information? The chassid replied, I don't know him. I was passing through the city of Koznitz the other day. I just asked the first person I saw. The Sfas Emes then looked at the man and said, then it's min hashamayim. It's a perfect shidduch. Those who heard the Sfas Emes saying this were a little shocked at this advice, as the rabbi usually doesn't tell people to go through the shidduch because of one good report. He would have asked for several reports. They asked the rabbi, why did you tell the man that? And he replied, a couple of weeks before this, the father of that very girl came to me and asked if he should move out of the city of Koznitz. Apparently, he explained that he had a lot of children to marry off. He's very poor, and every time his shidduch is brought up, someone else says something negative about him in his own town, and he gets no opportunities there. So he was considering moving his family out because he couldn't marry any of his children off. He only has one friend in the whole city who would say something positive about him and his children. This man tells me he asked one person in that city about the family, and he had great things to say. Can't you see it's min hashamayim? That if thousands of people lived in that city, Hashem orchestrated it so that the one person that should be asked was the one friend of this one man. Out of all the people in the whole city, he found that one friend to ask. Hashem is even in control of who is called to advise about a shidduch. So let's have emunah b'tachon, ladies and gentlemen. So many things have to happen before a shidduch is completed. Sometimes individuals have to date dozens of people before they find their right match. But even those they have to date beforehand, it's all determined by God. We read a story about a boy who agreed to go out with a certain girl. In the meantime, a different girl was suggested to him, and that option sounded better in many ways. He decided he was going to cancel the first girl and say yes to the second. He then sent a question to Reb Chaim Kanievsky. Am I acting appropriately? Reb Chaim sent back, no, you should not have done that. Once you agree to go out with the first girl, it's not proper to call off the meeting. You're obligated morally to go out with the first girl. The boy said, I realize I must have been wrong because regarding the second girl, the shadchan told me then she got a better offer and she canceled our meeting. The boy asked Reb Chaim what to do next. Reb Chaim said, try to go out with the first girl. And so it was, and that's who he married. Hashem decides not only the final shidduch, but even who has to be met beforehand, and who has to be spoken to in terms of as a reference. We have to do our effort, which is ishtadlus. We have to pray to Hashem for success, and have a sincere desire to build a Jewish home. Go out with the right intentions, and then Hashem will send His help, as is Hashem, to see to it that the right people are asked. Sometimes people worry about their past. Perhaps people are going to find out about my sordid past, but don't worry about it. You just daven, you do what you have to do in terms of ishtalas. Hashem will see to it that the positive person that needs to be spoken to about you will be spoken to. And anybody out there, anywhere in the world, would like my help in shidduchim or shalom bayis, or dating in any way, or dating coaching, or help with the top 10 list, or would like a list of the qualities in a potential spouse, feel free to WhatsApp me or call me or text me at 305-206-1916. Have a wonderful day.